And what we're going to be talking about is digital versus analog. And why am I putting it this way? We all know the difference between digital and analog. But what it really comes down to is you got to get with the digital age, but you got to go back to the basics, hence the word analog. Now, hopefully, we'll never ever go back to analog ever again because everything is digital. And the reason I want to talk about this is because this is where you got to be. And I'm going to explain to you how imperative it is to get back to the basics because we all know that there is tons of great information out there. There is tons and tons of products, services, but it's getting so complex that a lot of times people can't make decisions, including myself. Now, what I found interesting, I was on a conference earlier today, and there was a guy on there named Guy Kawasaki. And this guy is the evangelist for Canva. He's calling himself right now, which he's been involved in a lot of big corporations. And he was talking about basically the pivot that people are having to do. And people are having to go back to the basics. Now, he used the example that every day he has a peanut butter sandwich. And I kind of laughed at this because I like peanut butter sandwiches also. But the point he was trying to say is that he's been using Instacart a lot to be able to get his groceries delivered to his home because of all the COVID and he don't want to go out and be exposed. So he got a phone call from the representative that was taking his shopping list to go to Safeway. And he likes a brand of peanut butter. And they phoned him back and says, hey, look, we don't have the smooth in this brand, but we can get you the crunchy in this brand. Now, what do I mean by all this? Well, going back to the basics, sometimes you can't get always what you want. So therefore, when you have something that's digital, high tech, and you're confused about it, take one step back and look at it from a different perspective and think to yourself, do I need the smooth peanut butter or can I get by with the crunchy peanut butter? Hence, going from digital to analog, going back to the basics. With this world changing so fast and the online presence changing so fast, there has been a release of an enormous amount of data showing proof that over 66%, so 2/3 of the small businesses in North America don't even have a website. Of those 66%, there is 30 something percent, a third of those, I believe it was around 30% or 40% don't even have their business listed on GMB. What is GMB? Google My Business. It's free. So people also, what's important is you gotta have the SSL certificate on your websites. So if you do have a website, I have seen examples, and I've investigated this myself, where even law firms don't even have an SSL certificate. And these sites that do not have an SSL certificate are getting penalized for not being trustworthy by Google. If Google's doing it, you can guarantee it that Yahoo and Bing is doing it the same way. Even Edge browser is doing it. You need a website. It's imperative because if people are searching and inquiring to buy something, they're going to investigate you so much. You got to realize this is all important, people. A website is necessary. GMB is necessary. And you know something else what's better than Google Ads right now? It's called Google Guaranteed. If you do any kind of Google search, doesn't matter what country you are in the world, you got to realize Google Guaranteed is kicking butt on Google Ads. And it's less expensive. But there is a catch. It's only to a limited number of occupations. You got to be aware that it's limited. It's not for everybody on the list, and it just got revealed in Canada, like it just got rolled out in Canada. It's been in the U.S. for a while now, about a year or 8 months. I was talking to the Google representative down in Phoenix last Friday, and he was saying it's been in the U.S. They have already expanded their list of people eligible in certain occupations, like landscapers, plumbers, and those kinds of things. And they got a very small list here in Canada, but it's already growing, the list. So the more requests you put into Google to change it, to put in your application, to do this, do that, but there is criteria to get into Google Guaranteed. You can find out more about it by just Googling Google Guaranteed, and you'll find it. Okay. Now the thing is, and what I'm getting back to about this digital analog is, go back to the basics. Get back to forget about all these fancy tools and all these fancy funnels and all the stuff. The basics is what is working, because if you do not capture somebody's interest in fractions of a second, I've heard people say 3 seconds. I've heard people say interruption ads with just a flash of seconds now. Be aware of things. You got to be on top of this. If you have any more questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. And you know something? I want you to email me at this address. Why? Because this company here is my company, but it's also incorporated. So email me at this address. And you know something? I also want to know this. What is your number one biggest struggle right now? I want you to make a video with Loom, and I want you to send it to me, and I'm going to give you a prize. It's a secret right now, but I'm guaranteeing you, if you don't keep up on what's going on in the marketplace, you are going to be left behind and kicked to the dirt and not have a real chance. And also, the thing is, also, this guy Kawasaki was saying, whatever you're selling, products or services, you've heard a lot of people say bundle your stuff and make it more valuable. That's not the key anymore. You got to you have to differentiate yourself. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people got the same ideas as you, especially when it comes to affiliate marketing or e-commerce, Amazon FBA. Everybody's got the same ideas. But what makes you unique? Think about Steve Jobs and his first release of the iPod. Songs, 99 cents. Compact, you got a whole radio station basically in one little device. And the device was only, I believe it was 99 bucks when it came out. That one was unique and it was valuable. That is key. Anyway, new place, new email, and I want to know this.